I really do appreciate where I'm at, and I couldn't say this enough, is I appreciate the opportunity that McMahon's give me. And that's not to be an ass kisser or a suck up, because anybody who knows me knows that's not the case. But when I was with WCW back in the late 80s, they basically told me that I would never amount to anything in this business, and that no one would ever buy a ticket to come see me wrestle. And I used that as motivation to prepare myself for the WWF. And the McMahons, they saw a little more in me, and they give me an opportunity. And there's been a lot of bumps in the road, a lot of broken bones and shattered dreams. But I don't think, looking back, I would have changed one thing. I don't think I would have changed one broken bone or anything that's happened. Because everything that's happened has brought me to where I am right now. And I think I have a pretty good handle on my life, personally and professionally. And I think that I'm pretty much, all the experiences that I've gone through have pretty much prepared me to handle any situation. Never would I take anything for granted, because I know, it could all be over tomorrow. And but if that was to happen, anything was ever to happen, it would be all over tomorrow. I wouldn't have any regrets, and I wouldn't have anything that I said, well, I wish I'd have done it this way. I made mistakes and learned from them, and tried not to make the same mistakes twice, and hopefully along the way I may have helped somebody from making the same mistake. But it's been a great ride for me, and hopefully the ride's not over. Hopefully there's a few more little curves and twists in the road, but I tell you what, when I do get to the end of that road, it'll be full throttle, and everybody else will be trying to get my dust out of their teeth.
He's got that rare attribute for a sports entertainer, which is the legendary status. And a lot of guys, when they achieve that legendary status, they can float along and rest on their laurels. But Taker doesn't do that.
Undertaker flew through the air, taking out the Coalition!
And he hit the ropes, and he jumped straight over the top rope, big swan dive over the top rope onto the crowd of guys. I mean, he didn't have to do that, but he did. Why? Because he works his ass off every night, and when he grabs that hand and he's about ready to climb the top rope and yells out old school, that's what he is, old school, and that's not bad, because he has the respect for the business, he understands the business, and he's passed the torch time and time again, but he's still got many more torches to pass on, and he has no problem doing that if the time is right and if the guys are right.
I think the legacy that The Undertaker will leave will be untouchable.
The Undertaker! No one quite like him!
20 years from now, the wildest thing about him is that as much as the fans are going to remember him, the locker room's going to remember him even more.
The more we can keep him in our locker room, the more he's going to accomplish with building the future of this company. The more that we can expose him to our television audience, the more our fans are going to grow to respect him and grow even closer to the character.
There's no shame in going out and fighting and getting your ass kicked. I couldn't imagine the success that I've been blessed with. But there's no honor in not fighting at all. You have dreams and you have goals. Fortunately, I've far exceeded both of those. I'm tremendously proud of what I've been able to accomplish here. There's just no way that I could have ever imagined being a headliner in main event status for over a decade with the World Wrestling Federation. I don't know how anybody could ever dream that. It's been a great feeling to know that I've had this kind of long-lasting staying power and still, got a few fights left in me.